Most air compressors sound like a jet engine taking off inside your garage, which is exactly why the Stealth 20-gallon unit feels like such a strange, welcome surprise the first time you flip the switch. It hits that 68 decibel mark, and honestly, it is quiet enough that you could actually hold a conversation standing right next to it without shouting. That is a massive shift from the old school, ear-splitting machines most of us are used to dealing with. It is not just about the noise, though. This thing packs a 1.8 horsepower motor that feels surprisingly punchy for a unit that is designed to be this polite. When you are running air tools, you want that recovery time to be snappy, and with 5 CFM at 90 psi, it keeps up with the workload without leaving you staring at the gauge waiting for the needle to climb. It is one of those pieces of gear that just gets out of your way and lets you finish the job. The 20-gallon tank is a sweet spot for most home shops because it gives you enough air capacity to handle things like bolting, spraying, or even some light sanding without the motor constantly cycling on and off. Now here is the thing about the build. It is heavy-duty steel, which is great for durability, but it is definitely a solid piece of equipment. Thankfully, those 8-inch rubber wheels make moving it across a concrete floor feel pretty effortless. You are not going to be lugging this thing up a flight of stairs, but for rolling it around the workspace, it is smooth. One of the best parts is that it is oil-free. That means no messy oil changes, and no worrying about whether you have the right lubricant on hand when you are in the middle of a project. It is basically plug-and-play maintenance. You get 2 quick couplers on the front, which is a nice touch if you are constantly swapping between an impact wrench and a blowgun. You just click in and go. If there is a downside, it is that the footprint is still substantial. It is a 20-gallon tank, so you need to clear out a decent corner of the shop to house it. Also, while it is quiet, it is not silent. It still has a distinct hum that you will notice, just not the kind that makes your teeth rattle. It would have been nice to see a slightly longer power cord included, as you will likely find yourself reaching for an extension cord if your outlets are not perfectly placed. But look, for the price and the performance, it is hard to argue with what this brings to the table. It is reliable, it is surprisingly easy on the ears, and it has enough power to handle almost anything a serious hobbyist or DIYer is going to throw at it. If you are tired of the racket in your shop and need something that just works, this is a solid contender that really earns its keep.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.